I had to call Biggie, and I said, we're not going to reply. Someone's going to get hurt if we respond. Unless you see the behind the scenes of my actual motivation and what inspires me and truly kind of like the man I really am. Taco spelled out the truth about the two shocking and unsolved mystery crimes in the hip-hop industry, and apparently the music mogul is freaking out so much that he lets some of the well-hidden secrets roll off his tongue. With so many fingers pointing at Diddy, it was still unknown who was the real culprit behind 2Pac Shakur and Biggie Small's tragic demises. But it seems like with Nipsey Hussle, it was revealed. Welcome back to the Celeb Live channel, everyone. Two rap legends' sad deaths since Biggie Smalls and 2Pac Shakur's murders haven't been solved as of yet. The mystery surrounding who is responsible for the two shootings that seem to be connected has inspired numerous rumors and documentaries. However, it appears that there's no need to look for more information because the main suspect in both crimes is the infamous music mobile scene. Oh, I'm a savage whenever I want to play today, whatever I want to have to get so despite Biggie Smalls being a part of Day's label Bay Boy Records. Since its launch in 1993, at the same time, he was on good terms with 2Pac, and the two of them became friends with Biggie passing it through Pem. Diddy Combs appears to have unintentionally revealed his involvement in these crimes with his recent statements. And now he's panicking because the police may lighthouse in 2Pac, giving the young rapper advice the do, even perform together on stage, freestyling back and forth at venues, including Madison Square Garden. By that point, 2Pac was already a platinum-selling musician and movie star, while Biggie was still struggling to get his career advancing. And there was even a talk that Biggie even asked 2Pac to become his manager. But the rap legend declined because Biggie was already signed a deal with Diddy. And that could be the moment when did he realize that a talented artist may slip away from him. And it's also a lot of stress that sometimes people have to put up with digesting this, you know what I'm saying well. It's no wonder that when Diddy got in a way, the things went bad for these two rap legends. And it seems clear as a day that the music mogul could have played a huge role and turning these two into sworn enemies, according to one of the members of 2Pac's Thug Life group Biggie, was supposed to join Thug Life. But Diddy blocked him from teaming up with them, as he said if Pac and Biggie would got together before he got with Puffy, then it would have definitely been a go. But at the time he was already with Bad Boy. So I think that kind of put a stall on going forward, with Bro being a part of the group. But it was official, and then, with the help of Diddy, these two became sworn enemies in 1994. When 2Pac accused both Biggie and his boss of orchestrating the attack on him, as a result of which the rapper was robbed, and shot multiple times the rare raw footage of 2Pac Shakur in a wheelchair the morning after he was shot, as many people from the industry said Puffy's involvement became the reason why Biggie and 2Pac's friendship fell apart. And now it's getting obvious that Dee orchestrated the entire thing since the start, as he realized that both rappers could be potentially threatening to his career as a music giant. And by some mysterious turn of events days later, after being heavily wounded, Pac was sentenced to a 1.5 years in prison for unable to pay the $3 million deal. The rapper served most of his sentence in a maximum security prison. And this one finally connected all the dots and realized what a sinister game Diddy and his crew are playing. Gotta frame, they gotta do things like this. They gotta have 30 charges. And none of them have to do with me. Many people have no doubts that Diddy was behind the whole thing from the beginning, and that it was his sinister plan to get rid of these rappers. One by one, as one person commented, Diddy made Pac hot-headed. And he also tricked Biggie into a persona, then kinda walked away. Another user added 2Pac destroyed both Diddy and Biggie for playing dirty. His theory is only supported by a B releasing diss track called Who Shot Yao, which only fueled 2Pac's anger, and 2Pac did everything he could to bash his ex-friend and the Bay Boy rapper. Not only did he claim Biggie was behind the shooting, but he also boasted that he was going to bring down the two enemies and make them pay for everything they knew. Biggie and Pac would have been in the same group and made history, and Puffy was jealous of both Pac and Biggie. Puffy needed to pay, so whatever agenda he was pursuing at the time worked just fine for the infamous music mogul I'm Alive. The ghost is walking. Away, you know what I mean, and I'm alive talking. After spending 9 months in jail, 2Pac was finally freed on October 12, 1995, on a $1.4 million bail that had been provided for him by infamous label owner Suge Knight in exchange for his release. 2Pac went on to release 3 records on Suge's label. And guess who his first track, Hit Him Up, was about? While 2Pac had every right to bash his ex, although 2Pac's track generated a lot of buzz among East Coast rappers, he refused to play fair and instead told everyone to ignore it, saying that he wanted to shoot a video the following day and make a son. Legend as music executive who worked with Bad Boy claimed that when 2Pac finally did get out of jail, and whatever happened with Shuba and Aeroscope, he came home, and at that point, Big was the biggest rapper on the planet. It may have appeared as though 2Pac was getting the revenge of the West Coast rapper when he was brutally shot and killed in Las Vegas a few months after this track was released. But there's more to the story, and Diddy has just revealed his own involvement. Biggie may have started to rise to legendary heights in the music industry as a result of this track, but shockingly, he met the same fate as his ex-friend 2Pac only a few months later in Los Angeles. I think I always feel some sort of responsibility because I'm in this thing with him. Apparently the music mogul had the idea of monetizing Biggie's demise since the very beginning. And that's why he suddenly asked Vicky to go to one of the most dangerous places for any East Coaster to the West Coast, only a few months after 2Pac got killed. As many people now say it felt suspicious that Diddy allowed his rapper to step on the enemy's land. And in fact, it was a perfect setup, as the music mogul himself confessed. He was supposed to go to London that night, and I let him talk me into not going to London and staying in Lath. That's something that really bothered me throughout my life. It seems almost impossible to believe that sending your best rapper into the enemies during the hot times was a simple mistake. And apparently Diddy perfectly knew what he was achieving with this. And despite the talk that it was Biggie fearlessly wanted to go to life, despite all warnings and low budget for security, it's been reported that someone is certainly lying in this story. He was the one they wanted to go to LA. He was the one that was pushing to go to LA. That's not true. Biggie didn't want to go to LA, ended up going. What adds more suspicions to the whole story is Diddy's ex-bodyguard Gene Deal, who had been on the scene of that fatal shooting in Leo with Diddy. And as he mentioned, he overheard his boss saying something sinister about business always coming first. And no matter who was going to be her along that way at that moment, did he explain to Gene that he was a businessman and was not going to get himself into any altercation that would jeopardize any business moves. But what the music mogul said after sent shivers down Genial's spine. He said, I'm a businessman. I'm about making money, but something got to change. And then the music mogul added that he couldn't be caught red-handed if these white folks thought or would think I had anything to do with any gunplay. They would not laugh with me. I'm a businessman, and I care about making money. But despite the belief of fans that Diddy would never take part in an execution himself, he is allegedly involved in this crime on a deeper level. Apparently, it was his idea to make money off of his mysteriously deceased artist. And now that the truth is emerging, he is panicking and is forced to give the police more information, as one user noted that he made the ideal plan by purchasing them one-way tickets. And another user added day in addition. Let's not forget that Diddy has no rivals as of right now. And something mysteriously happens to all of them. What do you think about this guy? Could he have done the unspeakable to rise through the ranks of the hip-hop industry? Will he be brought to justice soon? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'm interested to know what you think.